What's going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and I just told my friend that I've got a new job at the local bowling alley. He said, temping? And I said, nope, it's permanent. Bowling joke. Right, this would have been my maximum dynamic effort week 3 template and bench press day. However, I've decided to change things around a little bit. So they were the reps that I did most of them, to be fair. I did all the heavy singles. As we go through, I will explain what I'm on about. So this is my first heavy single, 231 pounds, 105 kilos. Felt pretty good. Pause felt strong. Went up easy. What I noticed today is that I watched some other guys bench pressing, and they seem to have more kind of like a more pronounced arch in their back, and it looks like they're kind of, although I am arching a little bit, I think what I need to do more, and I tried doing it today and it felt quite good, is that kind of angle my chest a bit more, so dig my kind of scapula into the bench a bit more, and I did it and it felt quite strong. This is my second single, 259 pounds, 117.5 kilos. Yeah, so kind of angling my upper torso downwards, so to create more of a kind of decline, which is obviously where you are stronger. And obviously, as long as you keep your bum stuck to the bench, then it's perfectly legal. Right, this is my third single, so my penultimate single, 270 pounds, 122.5 kilos, and it felt pretty good. Went up fairly easy. One thing I did notice, well, I have noticed it having just watched the footage back. I didn't realise it at the time. I haven't noticed it so far. I tend to always use this bench. Now, what's only just occurred to me is that the weight is the kind of the rack the bar is on is quite low. So I'm effectively doing like a half bench press before I even start the rep, which obviously is not ideal. Now, this is my heaviest single. So this is 286 pounds, 130 kilos. Although I've gone heavier with a touch and go, this would have been a paused bench PR, but unfortunately, as you can see here, I didn't get it. I was very tempted to lift my bum, as you can see there, but I kept it stuck and I didn't get the rep. I was very, very close. I did my classic bailout. I was very close. I think it was there. I mean, I got it almost all the way up. I kind of got stuck. My triceps felt quite tired today, to be fair, but I think the rep was there another day. I just kind of, I don't know, bailed out, felt pathetic. But like I said, the fact that the weight is quite, the rack is quite low means I'm doing like half of the rep before I even get the weight up, which obviously isn't ideal. So I think from now on, I'll get a spotter or maybe use another rack so that the weight's slightly higher up, because that is not conducive to going heavy all the time. Right, what I did now, I decided to sack off my dynamic work and I did a couple of extra sets. This is 250 or 60 pounds, I think, 115 kilos. I just did it. I wanted to try, basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to, for next few weeks, I've decided I'm going to do some sets of 3 and 5 reps, because I feel like when they didn't give me enough work, enough heavy work, and I feel like doing these singles, although I'm hitting PRs, I don't think it's a kind of a long-term thing. I think obviously you can only run it for a certain period of time before you start to lose that base and the volume and the strength. So I want to try for at least a few weeks doing some sets of 3 and sets of 5, which is obviously still some rep work, but it's heavier, and hopefully it will set me up to kick on further. This is about 230 or 40 pounds, about 105 kilos, I think. I just did a couple of sets here. Ideally, I was looking to get around 3 and then around 5 reps, just to give me a rough idea of where I could be looking when I do go into those sets of 3 and 5 in the future. By that point, my triceps were slammed, so they weren't particularly good quality sets. In hindsight, probably wasn't a great idea, but I thought I'd just have a go. Then, for my accessory work, I moved on to some heavy chest dumbbell press. I went into it really quickly, and I grabbed the biggest dumbbells we had in the gym. I think these are, they're either 45 or 50 kilos, so that's like 100 or 110 pounds, maybe, something like that. Yeah, but I think about 110 pounds, I think. They're the biggest ones we've got, but on reflection, that was a stupid idea, because my triceps, like I said, were really tired, and I kept finding that as soon as I got above about a third or half of the way through the rep, I was struggling to lock out every time. So I only got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 reps there. I did 3 sets after that initial set with some lighter dumbbells, so 3 sets of about 12 after that. I then grabbed some really light dumbbells and I did some nice strict flies. Looking at it here, it looks like my arms are wonky, but I can assure you they are not. I watched it from another angle and they're fine. It's just misleading from this particular angle. My shoulders felt good again. I'm on a nice run of no shoulder discomfort, which is nice because I've had loads of it previously. But I feel like I've got some nice range in my shoulders. And yeah, I'm not getting any pain there. I did 3 sets of about 8 to 12 reps on these. Tried to keep my chest out and keep it nice and engaged, and I felt some really good medial chest engagement, which is nice because I'm using dumbbells and not cables, and that hasn't always been the case for me in the past. Then I did something a little bit different. I used this like 1920s kind of, I don't know what it is, like machine type thing. Someone, I forgot the name, I apologise, commented recently that this is, they told me, I forget now, it's something to do with like Arnold, he used to use this machine, or he, I don't know, he knew someone that invented it or whatever. Basically, the conclusion was that it's very, very old. As you can probably tell from the fact that, yeah, it looks like it's been around for like 100 years. I did 3 sets of about 10 here, and I felt some really good upper chest engagement. Obviously, it's kind of like front delts, but also upper chest, which is another way to hit that. And I am very conscious of trying to hit my upper chest because I feel like I don't do as much of it as I probably should. And to finish the session, I did some pretty standard cable tricep pushdowns. I did 3 sets of about 12 reps on these, trying to get a nice big full range. And that was that. So I missed 286, 130, but I feel like it's there. I'm going to go into some weeks of doing 3s and 5s and see how that sets me up. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe as always, and I will see you tomorrow.